What do you think about this matter? So I found a comment the other day which said we should not be encouraging people to block their family or relatives out of their lives because their family and relatives were there at one point in their lives. And this all has to do with um, us telling people to block toxic, narcissistic people out of their lives and remove their presence. So it seems that some people are totally against this. So what's your take on it? I would love to hear it. You could drop it in the comments and let's all talk about this together. Of course, I've been told you to block and delete them clowns and move on with your life, so you already know what I'm about. But I'm gonna give my two-piece, right? So people who have been in narcissistic relationships or have been around toxic people, family members or relatives, a lot of them can tell you that they have gone through some form of abuse, whether it was financial, verbal, you name them. What happens when you want to encourage these people who have been through these toxic, traumatic situations, especially the abusive part, when they are encouraged to remain and allow these perpetrators to be around them? What happens to their mental health and their state of mind? And who is going to hold the perpetrators accountable for their actions that probably they are not willing to stop or repent from? Maybe it's just me, but I am of the opinion that the longer someone stays in a relationship around toxic people, around abusive people, that they are going to be corrupted about what true self-love should be and look like, then they will start defending the abuse and toxic situations. Then they will start defending their abusers. Do you know what it is called when an abused person falls in love with their abuser? It's called Stockholm Syndrome. So by encouraging people to remain around their abusers, around toxic people who have no desire to change, then you are telling these people that it is okay to sit still, defend the abuse, defend the abuser, and remain in these toxic, abusive situations. No. So the more these people are encouraged, the more these people are manipulated into staying, then they're just going to break under all that manipulation, under all that abuse, and start falling in love with their abuser. Right? Now they have a whole nother thing to go sort out, not just to go spend money to heal from the abuse in therapy. Now they gotta spend more money to go deal with issues that now they have by falling in love with their abuser. Now they gotta spend more time and energy to heal from all of that. This could have all been prevented if they had just stayed the hell away from these people, removed their energy to begin with. And just like it's hard for a lot of people to rise back up from out of certain traumatic situations and be the best versions of themselves, like, in the case of the narcissists, they sunk into a dark place and they came back as demon possessed dark forces. So you do not want to be around those people to put you into a sunken place as well. And then you come out of that being a person that defends abusive relationships, defends abusers, defends abuse, and all them things, right? Because that will mess you up just like the narcissist is messed up. Okay, so remember we were reading 2 Timothy 3 the other day. Remember down at verse 5 where it said, have nothing to do with these people. In simpler terms, which I'm putting it in for you, stay the hell away from people like this who are manipulative, abusive, hateful. Why are you still going to allow your energy to be around them and encourage people also to do that when the Bible is giving you a command? Get far the hell away from them. Use your common sense, okay? Because maybe the Bible is encouraging you to use your common sense more. If you are able to get away from these situations, why should you stay and tolerate abuse, toxic people, and all that mess, right? So use the advice that the Most High left for you in His Word. Have nothing to do with these people.